While rewatching Kamen Rider Gotchard, specifically the Kamen Rider Legend episodes, I noticed an interesting detail in a behind-the-scenes production photo on the Kamen Rider web. This website often shares unique production insights and photos from the show. In one of these photos, I spotted something surprising. Kamen Rider Dark Kiva had transparent tape visible on their legs during a shoot. Seeing that reminded me of how tape has been used on various Kamen Rider suits over the years, so I decided to put together a short video about these taped up moments in the franchise. Just a quick note, this compilation includes the scenes I could find, but it might not cover all of them. If you know any other moments where they use tape to hold the suit together, feel free to share in the comments. Starting with the most recent example, Kamen Rider Dark Kiva and Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 33 and 34. In episode 34, tape is visible on Dark Kiva's lower legs. It's pretty hard to notice during the actual fight scenes unless you slow down the video, but it's much clearer in a behind the scenes photo. It seems like this tape was only used for episode 34 and not 33. Also in Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 33, there's a scene where Kamen Rider Gorgeous Faiz attached to Faiz Pointer. Interestingly, this prop is held in place using transparent tape. It's hard to see this in the actual episode, but in a behind the scenes photo, it's much clearer. An explanation for this is that the hole where you attach the Faiz pointer had become so worn out that it wouldn't stay in place unless taped on. Now this next case is a unique one because instead of taping part of the suit, the production team actually taped the transformation device itself. In Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 35, the black eye on the Kamen Rider Ark One progress key was achieved with duct tape. This workaround was used because the progress key was repurposed from the 1000 Ark progress key of Kamen Rider Dowser, which had its eye repainted red. This quick fix allowed them to avoid a full repaint as they probably still needed the 1000 Ark progress key for Kamen Rider Outsiders. Now we're moving from Kamen Rider Gotchard to Kamen Rider Geats. More specifically, let's dive into episode 15. In this episode, Kamen Rider Buffa makes his final stand against the Fortress Yamato. But there's a noticeable behind the scenes detail. Buffa's zombie form knee pads are being held in place using clear tape. Although it's subtle in the episode, it's much easier to see in a production photo where you can clearly spot the taped areas. This is a cool example of quick on-set fixes for costume maintenance that you might miss if you're only watching the episode itself. Next up, in the Kamen Rider Go Overquartzer movie, there's a notable detail during the scene where all 19 previous Heisei Kamen Riders transform into their final forms to take on Kamen Rider Barlocks. When Kamen Rider Blade shifts into his king form, you can actually see his Rouse absorber held in place on his arm with transparent tape. This one's hard to miss as it's right there in the open with no effort to hide it. After that, we're going all the way back to Kamen Rider Ryuki, specifically episode 3. In this episode, transparent tape is used on Ryuki's chest piece during scenes with spark effects. This was likely a quick fix to ensure the chest piece either didn't get damaged or for it to stay secure for action shots involving pyrotechnics, as the tape wasn't there in previous scenes. This one's subtle and easy to miss unless you're watching closely, but it's another example how the production team keeps things together on set. Now this one isn't technically a Kamen Rider suit, but if I can include the progress key, then I can certainly include an arm. The arm in question is Ankh's from Kamen Rider O's. In episode 46, during the scene where Ankh confronts Edgy, you can see his arm being taped, probably to secure the wing part of the arm prop. The tape isn't obvious in motion, but it is noticeable if you slow the scene down. This just goes to show how even the most iconic props sometimes need quick fixes to stay in place for intense scenes. So there you have it, a surprising number of taped up moments in the world of Kamen Rider, from Dark Kiva's taped up legs in Gotchard to Buffa's knee pads in Geats, and even a repurposed transformation device in Ark One. It's clear that the production team had to get creative to keep these suits looking sharp. It may be a humble solution, but it's also a quick fix to save the day when more complex repairs aren't possible. What's really fascinating is that these taped up fixes aren't always easy to catch. Some are hidden within the action, only visible when you slow down or look closely at behind the scene photos, while others like the Blade Rouse absorber stands out front and center. Each instance gives us a glimpse into the real life challenges of bringing these high energy battles and intricate suits to life. And of course, if you know of any more taped up suit sightings, drop them in the comments. It's always fun uncovering these little production secrets that add charm to the Kamen Rider series. Unlisted Archiver here, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for watching this very short and odd video topic, as I know this might not be the most exciting video, but I still hope you guys found this at least a little bit interesting. Also, I didn't over edit this video as I didn't want to put a ton of editing effort into this. Like, I know it sounds bad, but I have 2 other videos that I want to put like the most effort into. So this one's kind of like bone dry when it comes to the editing, and I'm still getting used to editing on a computer. So basically, forgive me a little bit, as my other 2 videos are going to take much longer to edit. So I didn't want to leave you guys without content for a while, as you know, I'm trying to get started on the content creation again. So this will have to do for now, and I have been Unlisted Archiver, and I'm signing out.